I am going to start today with a word. A word that is probably going to make half our audience, just roll their eyes.
Oh boy.
And the other half might break out in a cold sweat. You ready?
I'm braced. Hit me.
Funnels.
Yes. The F word of the marketing world.
Right. It just sounds so mechanical. It brings up these images of complicated flowcharts and aggressive emails.
Spammy countdown timers.
Yes, exactly. And just general salesy grossness. But here's the thing, and this is why I'm actually excited about today's deep dive. We are not really talking about technology today.
No.
We're talking about human psychology.
Exactly. And more specifically, we are talking about clarity.
We are diving into a really fascinating analysis from the Creators Lab, specifically their 7th episode. And the premise here is, it's wildly controversial in the marketing world.
It is.
It basically flips the table on everything we think we know about why marketing campaigns fail.
It really does. And frankly, it's a relief to hear it. Because the core argument from the Creators Lab is that most funnels do not fail because of the things you are stressing out about.
Like what?
They don't fail because your copywriting wasn't witty enough. They don't fail because your design was ugly. And they definitely don't fail because you picked the wrong email software.
Which is wild because that is where everyone spends their money. I have spent hours debating whether a button should be forest green or Kelly green.
Right.
You're telling me that doesn't matter.
I'm saying it matters way, way less than you think. The source material argues that most funnels fail before they even start.
Okay, hold on. Before they even start, that sounds a bit dramatic. How can you fail a race before the starting gun goes off?
I know, it sounds weird.
If I launch a page and nobody clicks the button, that feels like an execution problem. Maybe the button was the wrong color.
It feels like an execution problem, sure. But let's look at the data. The Creators Lab pulls from conversion rate optimization, CRO studies.
Okay.
And what they found is that the biggest drop-off in potential customers doesn't happen because of a glitch or a bad font choice. It happens at the offer stage.
So before they even get into the nitty-gritty of the text.
Exactly. The drop-off happens before the traffic even has a chance to convert. The problem isn't that the machine is broken. It's that the fuel you're putting in it is bad.
So you're saying creators are building these elaborate high-tech funnels around offers that are weak or unclear or just boring.
That's it.
So to put it in terms our listeners will appreciate, it is a failure of positioning, not a failure of execution.
Precisely. You can have the most beautiful, technically perfect funnel in the world. You can have the slickest animations and the perfect color palette. But if the core offer, the thing you are actually promising, doesn't land, it is just a beautiful road to nowhere.
It's like polishing a car that has no engine.
That is the perfect analogy. And yet, what do we do when our funnel isn't converting? We get out the wax and start polishing the hood again.
I feel so seen right now. I have absolutely been guilty of that. Maybe if I change the headline font, they'll buy it.
We all have.
So let's unpack the big misdiagnosis. Because I feel this deep in my soul. You launch something, a newsletter, a product, a course, and crickets.
Nothing.
Nothing happens. And the panic sets in.
The my funnel isn't converting panic. It is a very, very common condition.
And usually my instinct is to blame the tool. I think, oh, this platform is glitchy. I need to move everything to a new system. Or, ConvertKit is too hard. I need MailChimp, or vice versa.
It's the classic trap. We look for a technological solution to what is actually a psychological problem.
Right.
And if we look at the why factor, the source material identifies a really specific flawed pattern that so many of us fall into. It goes like this. You create some content, you make a generic lead magnet like a PDF, you throw up a landing page, and then the call to action is just,
join my newsletter.
oh, yes, join my newsletter.
It is perhaps the most uninspiring phrase in the English language.
It really is. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Right. I have enough emails. I don't wake up in the morning thinking, gee, I hope I get more newsletters today.
Not once.
Yeah.
And that is the missing question. The source explicitly points out that creators skip the most critical question. Why would someone care right now?
That right now part seems crucial. Because I might care eventually, but why do I care today?
It is the difference between interest and action. And the source breaks this down into two pillars of a successful offer: urgency and specificity.
Okay, let's tackle urgency first.
Urgency answers why now. If your offer is something vague like improve your life, well, I can do that tomorrow. I can do that next year. There is zero reason to click today.
It's not a priority.
But if the offer solves a bleeding neck problem, something that is hurting right now. I am going to click immediately.
Okay, bleeding neck versus a mild itch. I get that. Now, let's talk about specificity. The source had a great line about this. Broad offers die, specific offers live.
That is the golden rule right there.
But here's where I get stuck, and I think a lot of our listeners do too. We are wired to think that if we make an offer broad, we will catch more fish. I think if I narrow this down to just accountants, I'm ignoring 99% of the population.
You feel like you're leaving money on the table.
Yeah.
It's the fear of exclusion.
Yeah.
But let's look at it from the buyer's perspective. I mean, biologically, our brains are designed to filter out noise. We just ignore generic information.
Okay.
If you see a sign that says food, you might keep driving. If you see a sign that says hot, fresh pizza, you pull over.
That makes sense.
Or think about it like medicine. If you have a very specific scary heart condition, who do you want to see? A general practitioner who treats everything from rashes to the flu?
No.
Or a cardiologist who only treats your specific condition?
The cardiologist, every single time.
Exactly. Broad signals, amateur or generalist. Specific signals, expert. By trying to speak to everyone, you end up sounding like background noise to everyone.
So by trying to be safe and include everyone, we're actually signaling that we don't understand the specific pain of the customer.
Precisely. And the data backs this up. The analysis from the Creators Lab highlights that specific offers outperform generic ones by up to 2 to 4 times.
Wow. 2 to 4 times.
Yeah.
That is not a small margin.
It's not.
That is the difference between a failing business and a thriving one.
It is massive. And it goes further. Personalized experiences convert significantly higher than static pages. And here is a really interesting shift in the market that the source noted.
What's that?
Short, outcome-focused lead magnets are currently outperforming those massive, long, ultimate guides.
Oh, that is interesting because for a long time the advice was make the ultimate guide to everything. You know, a 60-page PDF that solves every problem you've ever had.
Exactly. And think about, do you actually read those?
Honestly. I download them, feel good about myself for about 5 seconds, like I accomplished something, and then they just rot in my downloads folder forever. I don't think I've ever opened one past page 3.
Precisely. They feel like homework. And nobody wants more homework. People want a quick win. They want a specific outcome. They don't want a textbook. They want a cheat sheet.
This is a perfect segue to the examples in the source. I want to play a game. Dead or alive.
I like it.
I'm going to give you an offer example from the source, and you tell me why it's dead or alive. But then, if it's dead, let's short and fix it.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, first one. This is a classic. Free marketing guide.
Dead. Dead on arrival.
Why? It's free. Everyone loves free.
It is so vague. Marketing could mean anything from billboards to TikTok. It has absolutely no regency, and honestly, it just sounds exhausting. Here is a guide. Go figure it out yourself.
It puts all the burden on the subscriber.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's play doctor. How do we save this patient? If I'm a creator and I have a free marketing guide, how do I make it alive?
We need to apply the specificity filter. First, who is it for?
Let's say freelance writers.
Okay, good. Now, what is the specific pain point they have right now?
They can't find clients. They're broke.
Okay. And what is a specific time frame we can promise a result in?
Oh, let's be aggressive. 48 hours.
Boom. So free marketing guide becomes the 48-hour client getting script for freelance writers.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd click that. The first one was a textbook. The second one is a weapon.
Exactly. It promises a specific outcome for a specific person in a specific time.
Okay, let's look at a second example from the source. 5-day email blueprint for coaches' booking calls.
Alive and kicking. This is a healthy offer.
Why does this one work right out of the box?
Well, look at the difference in specificity. First, the audience. Coaches. If I'm a coach, my ears perk up. Second, the time frame. 5-day, it feels manageable, not overwhelming. Third, the outcome. Booking calls. It is not just learn marketing. It is get this specific result.
Right.
And finally, the format. Email blueprint. I know exactly what I'm getting.
It is night and day, isn't it? The takeaway here for you, the listener, is to move away from comprehensive and move toward actionable and immediate.
Stop trying to be the Encyclopedia Britannica and start being the instruction manual for a specific problem.
I love that. But here's where it gets really interesting for me. We're talking about smart people here. The people building these broken funnels aren't dumb.
No, not at all.
They are creators, entrepreneurs, experts. Why do they fall into this trap? Why do we gravitate toward building the free marketing guide instead of the 5-day blueprint?
It is what the source calls the tools first fallacy.
The tools first fallacy. Explain that.
It is a very common cognitive bias. When we have a problem to solve, our first instinct is to look for a tool to solve it. We ask, what funnel builder should I use? Or which email platform is the best?
Instead of
What transformation am I actually offering?
it feels like productive procrastination, doesn't it? If I'm researching software, watching YouTube reviews of ConvertKit versus Beehive, I feel like I'm working.
Exactly. It feels like progress, but it is actually distraction. It's safer to fiddle with settings than it is to clarify your message.
So true.
There is a standout quote from the source that I think should be tattooed on every marketer's forehead. Funnels don't fix unclear thinking. They amplify it.
Oof. Funnels don't fix unclear thinking. They amplify it. That hits hard.
It's so true. Imagine you have a megaphone. That's your funnel.
Okay.
If you stand on a street corner and mumble confused nonsense into a megaphone, the megaphone doesn't make you eloquent. It just makes your confusion louder.
That is such a good visual. So a high-tech funnel built on a muddy concept just spreads my confusion to more people faster.
Exactly. And then you burn through your budget promoting a message that doesn't resonate,
Yeah.
and you blame the megaphone. You say, this megaphone is broken.
No, the megaphone worked perfectly.
It broadcasted exactly what you said. You just didn't say anything compelling.
So if we are going to fix this, we need to apply some systems thinking. I think we've sufficiently beaten up on the tools-first mentality.
I think so.
I'm guilty of it. You're probably guilty of it. But if we strip away the software, what are we left with? The source material mentions systems thinking. How do we actually apply that?
It's actually much simpler than it sounds. It's just about order of operations. Think about building a house. You don't buy the curtains before you pour the foundation.
But in marketing, we're usually buying the curtains, the software first.
We are. So the Creators Lab suggests flipping the script entirely. They lay out a 4-step sequence, and you cannot skip a step.
Okay, what's step 1?
Step 1, define a clear transformation. Who is person A, and who do they become as person B?
Transformation first. Not the product, but the change the product creates.
Right. Step 2, identify a specific audience. Who is this transformation for? Not for everyone.
Okay.
Step 3, promise an immediate outcome. What happens now?
And then
Step 4, and only then do you build the funnel around that.
so the funnel is just the container for the strategy, not the strategy itself.
The funnel is the amplifier. You have to get the signal clear before you turn up the volume.
I want to touch on something that is on everyone's mind right now, AI. Because I can hear people listening to this thinking, well, can't I just use ChatGPT to fix this? Can't I just tell the AI to write me a high-converting funnel?
That is the billion-dollar question, and the source addresses this directly.
Okay, what is the verdict? Because I feel like I see ads every day promising that AI will do my marketing for me.
The verdict is speed versus clarity. Tools like AI and automation are incredible for execution speed. They remove friction. They help you ship faster. But, and this is a big but, they cannot invent clarity.
Wait, unpack that. Why can't it invent clarity? It's read the whole internet.
Think about how large language models work. They are prediction machines. They predict the most likely next word based on the average of all the text they've been trained on.
Which means they gravitate toward the average.
Precisely. If your prompt is average, write a sales email for a marketing guide. The output will be the average of every sales email ever written.
Generic sludge.
Yes. It will be polite, grammatically correct, and totally boring.
So if the offer is bad, AI just helps me launch a bad offer more quickly.
Exactly. Automation is an accelerator.
Yeah.
It accelerates whatever currently exists. If you have a great, specific, urgent offer, AI accelerates success. If you have a bad, vague offer, it accelerates failure.
So you can't use ChatGPT to find your strategy. You use it to execute your strategy once you've done the hard thinking.
Right. It's a force multiplier. But if you multiply 0 strategy by 1,000 AI credits, you still get 0 results.
Which, in a way, is a good thing if you want to fail fast and learn. But it's not a magic wand.
No.
You still have to do the thinking.
The thinking work is the one thing you cannot outsource.
So let's get practical. I'm listening to this. I'm looking at my own business. Maybe I have a landing page open in another tab right now, and I'm starting to sweat. How do I audit my own work? Is there a test?
There is a diagnostic test.
Yeah.
The source lists 4 questions that every creator must ask if their funnel isn't converting. And you have to be brutally honest with yourself here. No grading on a curve.
Okay, lay them on me.
Question 1. Is the outcome clear? Can a stranger understand what they get in 5 seconds?
The mom test.
Exactly. If you show your landing page to your mom, will she know what you're selling?
Okay. Question 1, clear outcome. Check.
Question 2. Is it specific? Are you targeting everyone, or are you targeting coaches booking calls? Are you a general practitioner or a cardiologist?
Specificity. Got it.
Question 3. Is it urgent? Why does the user need to click this button today? What happens if they wait until next week? If the answer is nothing, you have a problem.
Urgency. Check.
And question 4, is it relevant to the exact audience I'm targeting? Does it solve a problem they actually care about right now? Not a problem you think they should care about, but a problem they wake up thinking about.
The hard truth here is that if the answer to any of these is no, you have to stop building.
Stop building. Stop writing code. Stop tweaking the font size. No amount of A/B testing button colors will fix a no on those 4 questions. You have to go back to the drawing board on the offer itself.
It's empowering, though, isn't it? Because it means you don't need to be a tech wizard to fix your marketing. You don't need to learn Python or CSS.
Right.
You just need to be a clear thinker.
It really levels the playing field. It turns marketing from a technical challenge into a communication challenge. And we are all capable of better communication.
So to recap what we've learned today from the Creators Lab, funnels fail at the beginning, not the end. The problem isn't the checkout page, it's the offer.
And the solution isn't better tools, it's better thinking.
I love that. We've covered the why, psychology, the dead or alive examples, and the systems thinking fix. As we wrap up, what are the final mantras we should leave our listeners with?
The source boils it down to 2 powerful statements. First, clarity beats cleverness. Don't try to be cute, try to be understood.
Yeah.
If you have to choose between a pun and a clear description, choose the description.
And the second?
Specificity beats aesthetics. An ugly page with a specific, urgent offer, think about Craigslist, think about Drudge Report, will outsell a beautiful, vague page every single time.
Clarity beats cleverness. Specificity beats aesthetics. I'm going to write that on a sticky note and put it on my monitor.
It is a good one to keep visible.
Here is a final thought for you to chew on as you go about your day. We talked about how we often use tools to procrastinate on the hard work of thinking. So my challenge to you is this. Stop looking for a better tool. Stop looking for a new platform. Instead, start looking for a clearer promise. If you can't explain the transformation you offer in one single, boring, clear sentence, don't build the funnel yet.
That is the best advice you can give.
Thanks for diving in with us. We'll see you on the next one.
Take care.